Hello guys, the viral is here. It's just me and something you guys should know. I get a lot of hate comments, opinion comments, and some just WTF comments. But the most type of comments I get are theories, and I love your fan theories. They're amazing. So today I'm gonna be covering some fan theories. I'm gonna start a new series, basically where I cover fan theories until we get to Transformers 5. It's not gonna be a weekly thing. I'm gonna do it like from time to time, but leave comments on this video down below. Only this video. Don't leave them on another video. Well, you can leave them on another video, but I would only be trying to pay more attention to the comments on this video for future theories. All right? Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, before we begin with the theories, something new got released. Three new Mini-Dinobots. Yes, we got a Mini Grimlock, Mini Slug. I think that was his name, and a Mini Strafe. And oh my god, are they freaking adorable. I wasn't gonna cover it, but I decided, I might as well cover it with this. They're small, they're cute, and they kinda came out of nowhere. And also, we got 3 new Dinobots. Then that means we could probably still see Slug and Snarl in the movie. So there's hope, guys. Slug and Snarl fans, there's still hope for you guys. Some of your theories on the Mini-Dinobots, I only wanted to go on it shortly because we didn't have too much info on them, so I'm not gonna go in depth about it. But what I'm gonna go in depth is your theories. As we all know, Primus is the core of Cybertron and Unicron is the core of Earth. So here's my question. What if Optimus is trying to help Primus to defeat Unicron by reuniting with the Quintessons? I said true, but the movie universe often doesn't play by the rules. For example, Bumblebee not having a voice and that affecting all future incarnations of Bumblebee. So for all we know, they could change the way Primus and Unicron work. A lot of people say, no, that's not Unicron. It doesn't have the horns. Oh my god, you're so stupid. Guys, does Optimus Prime from the movie looks like Optimus Prime for G1? Does Megatron looks like Megatron from G1? Is the whole plot like G1? No, they take elements from G1, but they are not gonna do it directly. And then he says, also true, but why are the humans still hunting for the Autobots for? I thought the humans found out KSI's plan and Joshua was on the side of Autobots. Okay, humans, they hate the Autobots and Decepticons. They don't only hate the Autobots, but they hate the Transformers as a whole because of what they do. They brought the war to Earth. They kill millions on the Battle of Chicago. I mean, sure, the Autobots helped, but it was their being there that brought the Decepticons there that killed millions. That's why they're so hated by the humans. Matthew Sansone says, do you think that Grimlock will fight on Paracon? And finally, which Dinobot do you think will die so Slug can come in later? Like I just said, if we got 3 new Mini-Dinobots out of nowhere, the chances we're gonna get Slug and Snarl are pretty high. So I will put my hopes up for now. We're meant to see at least one Dinobot die, since in each movie one Autobot died. The last movie we saw Ratchet and Leatherfoot die. And since the roster is bigger and we are getting like 3 new Dinobots, the mini ones, what better way to show how dangerous the situation is by killing one? Now I know a lot of people are gonna be like, no, don't kill Grimlock, don't kill Slug. Guys, I can't do anything. It makes sense to have a Dinobot kill. It doesn't have to be Grimlock, it doesn't have to be Strafe, maybe Scorn, because I don't see a lot of Scorn fans. Just to show how dangerous the situation is. And also, the roster is pretty big, so yeah, we could always, kill a few to reduce that number. Okay, so we all know there's new Decepticons like Mohawk, Hooligan, Onslaught, Megatron. And I said that maybe we're gonna see Megatron try and take back leadership for the Decepticons. Because in a previous video I said that Galvatron or Megatron, whatever you're gonna call him, it's the same thing, don't complain. It's basically a human creation, and Decepticons hate humans, so I don't think they're gonna accept Megatron or Galvatron, which it's basically a clone of Megatron. It's not Megatron, it's basically a clone. Go back to their side, they're basically gonna be like, you're like a Frankenstein made out of parts from our dead brothers. No, you can't join us. And I think we're gonna see Megatron actually try to fight the Decepticons to gain his leadership back. Yeah, I agree. But since Optimus Prime is the last knight and Megatron wants to become the last knight, technically anyone who kills Optimus takes his place or becomes the last knight. Maybe Megatron wants to kill Optimus so he can become the last knight. Maybe Megatron and Optimus have to have the battle we have wanted for so long, Megatron versus Optimus. But their other antagonist or evil in the movie. So who's the special good person who stops them? Who's the protagonist of the story that finishes the fight for so long? Who? Bumblebee or a former Autobot? Wait, but what about Megatron and Optimus versus the Autobots? And maybe the Decepticons have to team with Autobots. It's probably not possible, but whatever, anything happens. And he also replies with, since you said the creator is a girl, did you hear in the trailer when the girl said, do you want to seek redemption? Then Optimus replies by saying, my maker, I do. So is the girl the creator or just a narrator of the trailer? It's a creator. Optimus is speaking directly to the creator, his maker. So the girl is not a narrator, it's the maker. The problem is that we have the Quintessons, and we got Unicron slash Cybertron slash Quintesson, the Quintesson's homeworld, which is basically a moving planet, which a lot of people are referring to it. So I'm gonna refer to it as the Quintesson's homeworld. If you think about it, we have two antagonists, Decepticons and the Quintessons, or Unicron, whatever you wanna call it. So the roster's pretty big. I think we're definitely gonna see Optimus and Megatron fight. Look at their designs. They look like knights. And knights used to fight one another back in the day. So I think we're gonna see them fight for sure. I don't think Optimus or Megatron will be the ones to save the day. Like, we signed the trailer that Bumblebee was fighting Optimus with the Forge of Solus Prime, possibly. So I think that most likely Bumblebee's gonna be like the protagonist of the film. Well, technically the protagonist has always been the human characters. There's a Bumblebee spin-off coming soon. What better way to set up the spin-off by giving Bumblebee a huge role in this movie, or Hot Rod, because you know Hot Rod turns into Rodimus Prime, so we could probably still see that in the movie. But I doubt we're gonna see Rodimus because he's a new character, and you just don't turn a new character into a Prime. Okay, Trevor S. Sushi says, I honestly think Optimus is going to die or somewhere dead, and I think that Optimus will come to Earth with Cybertron slash Unicron, and he will already be evil. And that at some point that Bumblebee will hit Optimus so hard he will get back to normal. And that part when Optimus says, my maker, I do, that's when he turns evil again. I think at some point when the creators found Optimus, he reprogrammed his brain so that if they say a certain phrase or word, he snaps and his eyes turn purple. That's actually a pretty good theory. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty good. But how would they fix Optimus? And also, the only flaw in this theory, I think it's the brain part. It's nothing to his brain, it's to his spark. Because if you check my previous video, I said that there's a new toy called Shadow Spark Optimus. Shadow Spark, not Shadow Brain, Shadow Corrupt or anything. He said Shadow Spark. So I think they did something to his soul, his spark. So that's why he's evil. But he's gonna turn good, I can guarantee that. So don't worry, Optimus is not gonna be evil forever. He's gonna come back to being good. Get Wrecked Pika Pika says, Fire, maybe the scene when Cybertron is consuming the moon, that's a part of Cybertron. Yeah. Well, that would fit if, you know, the giant bolt thing turns out to be Cybertron and not Unicron or the Quintesson's homeworld. So it's not that bad, pretty good. That could still happen, depending if you believe on the Cybertron theory. So Connor Weasel basically gave us a list of all the artifacts that the Transformers had collected since the first movie. Allspark, Magic Leadership, the Pillar, the Seeds, and now we got Excalibur. All Aryan Gamers said that big thing in the water is most likely the Omega Log. Omega Log would and or can be used to repair Cybertron, which connects to the woman saying your planet is dying, so everyone might be after that. That's a good theory because somehow the submarine is supposed to save the day. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but if it is the Omega Log and that's, I don't know, repair Cybertron, or let's just say Cybertron because Cybertron only fits on this theory if it's the Omega Log. If you don't know what the Omega Log is, it's basically this powerful device in Transformers Prime, which has the power to rebuild Cybertron after the war, but it was destroyed in the series and then rebuilt back. Connor Weasel said, It could be, but I think that the Star Saber would be a cool thing to add to. Maybe the Star Saber isn't just a sword, it's the Omega Key. That, or there could be the Star Saber in it along with the Omega Lock and keys. And Leaner Sales says, Gamer, and maybe that's why Optimus and B are fighting on it. Why else would they fight on the Omega Lock? Maybe Prime is after it, as you said. Now, that's amazing. That's amazing. Now, assuming that that's the Omega Lock, the Star Saber's there, the Omega Keys are there too. This is actually a pretty solid theory. So we have a new theory, the Omega Lock theory. I'm just gonna call it that. Megatron 06 says, Warpath is dead. He died in the game. They're linked the third game in the movie. Alright, listen. In my previous video, I said I called this guy Orange. And after calling him Orange, a lot of people say, no, it's Warpath. Now I'm calling him Warpath. Because people will get mad at me if I don't call him Warpath. Oh my god, the comments, I guess, sometimes. He says that he was killed in Transformers Dark of the Moon. The game. Now, I like that game. That game was good. It wasn't as good as War for Cybertron or Follow Cybertron. But oh my god, was it amazing. But no, you're wrong, because basically the games are not connected to the movies. I mean, sure, they take place in the same universe and kind of time frame, but they are not like canon to the movies. In Transformers the game, we see Brickway, we see Air-Ray, Silverbolt, and Stratos Face, I think that's his name, and they all get killed by Starscream. And why wouldn't they mention on Transformers 3? Exactly. In Transformers the game, Optimus and the Autobots and the humans encounter Shockwave. But in Transformers 3, when they appeared again, they're all pretty much like surprised. Even Lennox said, what was that thing? Like they haven't seen it before. Don't you think Optimus will tell them about Shockwave? One more thing, where are all the Autobot soldiers? In the game, I mean, sure, just for, for the sake of gameplay, we have generic Autobot soldiers. Where are they in the movie? They're nowhere to be found. Not to mention Mixmaster's there, and he died in Transformers 2 by Jetfire. So there's a lot of contradictions. Also, saying that Transformers 3, the game, it's canon to the movies, it's like saying Rise of the Darkspark is canon to Transformers 4 when it doesn't fit in there. Now, I noticed they're totally different games, and they try to do their best to fit in, but no, they are not canon. They were never canon to begin with. So the Warpath that appears there is just for show. So no, I'm gonna have to debunk this theory that could still be Warpath. It could not be Warpath, but I'm going with Warpath for now.